In this video, I'll show you how Conductor Advisor automates staying up to date with Dapr best practices, all the way from development through to production. There are a number of configuration options needed to build and deploy Dapr applications that would typically require developer or operator expertise. However, by simply connecting your Kubernetes cluster to Conductor, you can leverage the combined years of experience from the team at Diagrid and take advantage of the nearly 50 recommendations across security, reliability, performance, and observability. Trust Conductor to inform you of these misconfigurations that could cause downtime and save time digging through pages of documentation. Let's take a look at the security advisories, which play a central role in safeguarding Dapr environments. You can see that there are recommendations that require action on your cluster and passing checks for ones that have been resolved. They are split across category and impact level, allowing you to focus on only the issues you care about. Each advisory shows the number of affected resources and the last time it was detected in your environment. Conductor routinely checks every 15 minutes, but you can prompt an immediate recheck using the Sync Advisories button. Looking at a common misconfiguration, when there are no scopes set in a Dapr component, you can see that each advisory includes the issue description, resolution steps, link for more information, and the impacted resources. Here, Conductor links the impacted resource to the component file that contains no applications specifying access control, meaning that all apps within this namespace will load this component spec. This becomes a security concern, as unwanted apps could have access to your infrastructure simply by deploying an application to this namespace. Other common issues in this category include MTLS communication being disabled, secrets configured as plain text, and deprecated component versions. These advisories can be applied as early as development, allowing you to shift your security posture left. Conductor also catches issues around the reliability and availability of your apps. For example, enabling the Dapr Injector Watchdog. This feature periodically checks all pods in your Kubernetes cluster, ensuring that the Dapr sidecar is correctly injected into pods, marked with a Dapr-enabled true annotation. This advisory is auto-fixable, meaning that you can apply the recommendation with a single click, and Conductor will automatically roll out the control plane resources. Other reliability advisories include application health checks, new or deprecated Dapr versions, and other development misconfigurations. Conductor also helps you tune your applications and Dapr sidecars with optimal performance settings, ensuring that you are running at peak efficiency while reducing resource usage, which in turn can lead to significant reductions in cloud spend. Conductor suggests optimizations for the top 10 most resource-intensive apps in your cluster by analyzing CPU and memory usage for the past 15 days. Each advisory provides tailored values for CPU and memory requests, as well as memory limits, applicable to both your application containers and sidecars. You can also dismiss any of these recommendations if a configuration is intentional in your setup or if it doesn't make sense in your current environment. Finally, looking into recommendations that facilitate Dapr observability on Kubernetes. These are all about striking the right balance, providing metrics and logs with enough detail for troubleshooting without overwhelming your monitoring system. Conductor's observability advisories include making sure you're not running with debug level logs in production to checking that logs are formatted correctly for your monitoring backend. The Diagrid CLI can also be used to monitor these advisories and integrate them into your DevOps pipeline, enabling you to perform checks with each code commit or as a release gate in your deployment process. And that's it. Here we saw how to discover and apply Dapr best practices from development to production using Conductor. Explore these advisories and many more by signing up for an account today.